What's up y'all, Zaza here. On today's video I'll be making a dark plug Glokk40spaz type beat. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Before starting guys, I remember that you'll have this beat to purchase on my description of my BeatStars, and you will also have my type beats channel. Now let's start with the beat. First thing I did was to add this piano from Purity. I'm using the acoustic grain preset and it sounds like this. You know, a little evil, little dark. So I'm making dark plug. Second sound I added was also Purity. I'm using the Pretty Suitcase preset, that is e-piano. I'm using the same MIDI as before, but I just articulate the notes and it will sound like this. For the mix of this one, I also coded these frequencies and the low pass filter and high. Then I added this pad from Xpen. I'm using the big soft pad preset, that's right here, and the MIDI will sound like this. You know how it sounds, I'm not gonna play it full. For the mix of this one, I experiment a bit. I add some Pancake for panning. This is a free plugin, it's very good. I recommend you to download it. Some reverb and some EQ as well. The next sound was an oboe from Purity from the woodwind section. This MIDI will sound like this. As you can see, I'm copying the same notes as the pad. Let me show you. I'm using these as root notes or bass notes for my other sounds. Then man, let's get with the sauce, the bells. Every dark plug and Glokk40spaz beat has bells, so I'm using Purity as well. I recommend you to have Purity and expand of these type of beats. I'm using the breath bell 1 preset. The MIDI will sound like this. It just loops. For this sound, I just mixed the sound. Then I added another bell pattern with this bell preset. It's called Pretty Bell, also from Purity, and it will sound like this. So you can see I'm also playing with the velocity, thing that I recommend you, and yeah, that will be. Then I added this weird arpeggio from Xpen. It's called Dream Arp. Just to give more sounds to the beat, it will sound like this. And you will ask me, yeah, that sounds very good because my preset doesn't sound like that. You see? Well, I'm gonna show you what I did to the sound. Let's go to the mix. I added a gross speed, half speed, as always. Some EQ as well. It's very weird EQ, I know. And some free limiter to increase. Then I added my lead from Synology. I'm using the Spooky Lead preset and it will sound like this. For the mix of this one, I EQ it as well, and that's it. For the last sound of my melody, I used FL keys. I'm using the dark piano preset. I don't know why it doesn't appear here. I just copied the MIDI of the Synology lead and paste it here. So you can see here, it's the same. For the mix of this one, I added a little bit of delay and some reverb. My full melody will sound like this. See, it sounds kinda hard. Yeah, now let's go with the drums. First thing I did was to add this hi-hat. Let me show you right here how it sounds. yeah, it basically loops. As you can see here, I'm also playing with the velocity of some notes to give more realism. And for the mix of this one, I don't know why it says, wait, this isn't the mix, sorry, this one. I just mixed the volume. Then I did another hi-hat MIDI, it was on like this. That's it. For the mix of this one, I just mixed the volume. Then man, the real source of this Glokk40spaz type beats and dark plug are the snares and rims, man. You need to go crazy on that. So first thing I did was to add the snare, and the snare will sound like this. For the mix of this one, obviously I didn't did anything, I just mixed the volume. Then I added a regular clap pattern. Very cool, the sound, I like it. Then I added a chant, it will sound like this. You know, regular drums. Then I added another snare that would sound like this. For the mix of this one, I just mixed the volume. Then I added an open hat that would sound like this. Mix of this one, just the volume. And then we started with the real sauce, added some rims. Then I added another rim. Look right here. For the mix of the both rims, I just mixed the volume as well. Then I added the shaker at the half of the pattern. As you can see, it has delay, a little bit of delay to give more, more sounds to the beat. Then I added this triangle. For the mix of this one, just the volume. And yeah, that will be for my percussion. My full percussion will sound like this. So you can see it sounds very good. And now I'm gonna show you my 808s. For my 808, I'm using the mexikodro 808 right here. So you can see. For a mix of my 808, I added some sausage fattener, plugin that I recommend you, and soft clipper as well. I'm going to show you the MIDI. The MIDI will sound like this. For this type of beats, as you can see, the 808 is very simple and not adding too much 808. Because the source of the beats are this percussion, man. So focus more on your doing a very good percussion and leave the 808 for the last. My full drums will sound like this. You can see it sounds very good, and now I'm gonna show you the full beat, man. I arranged it, I added my tech, and yeah, I will show you the full beat. And yeah, guys, I'll wait for the full beat. I remember you to like, subscribe, and leave your comment. Also, that this beat will be on the description to purchase. And you have my Type Beats channel that I would really appreciate if you support it. So yeah, see you soon.